When I get started, you'll notice some dancing elephants. It's a big painting. I did it just recently, and it is a very loose painting. I'm going to show you today the paintings I did years ago and what I'm doing today. And you'll see this enormous change that's taken place through the years. I did this painting so many years ago, I forgot I had done it. I saw the owner at a meeting, and he told me about the painting. And I said, oh my gosh, I don't even have a record of that. Would you send it to me? So he took a picture of it and sent it to me. And it's like I'd never seen it before. But look at how tight it is, how everything is precisely where it belongs. This is the way most all of us start in art school. If we're interested in having something drawn properly, we render it beautifully. And then as we get older and years go by and we do more and more painting, and we see that some other artists are doing very loose, and it would make this sailboat look like it's moving. Here it looks like I did it with a very fast lens camera. So things really evolve and change. I'm going to show you some sailboats I did recently that are a bit looser. These sailboats that I did with the Golden Gate Bridge in the background, if you notice the edges of the sails, I go back in and loosen them up, smear them a bit. So it really looks like the boats are moving. I took an awful lot of liberty now that I wouldn't have done when I was a young man in the reflections in the water. I know that the sailboats usually reflect what they are in the water, so I just took liberty to put smears of paint to indicate what it looks like. And here I've taken so much liberty with the sky. Look at the red on one side and the cool on the other side, or well, green and yellow, and one side's light, the other side's dark, and there's a lot of texture in the boats and in the water, so there's a lot of variety, and I love variety. I also want to mention that when I was and some of the early Golden Gate Bridge I ever did, I put the wires that the road hangs on, and I took the liberty to just leave them out, which I wouldn't have done in the earlier Golden Gate Bridge I did. Incidentally, you should know that those wires that hang down and hold the roadway are called suspenders. Isn't that interesting? That first painting that was so tight of the sailboat, I had done this painting for him also. And I just can't believe how tight, and I'd forgotten about it too. It was so long ago. On this painting, I used a little calligraphy. I just drew with different colors around the edges in some of the areas. Other areas I just smeared around, and some areas I didn't even delineate very well. Look at that hand. I don't know what that is. That's just, and look at either hand are gone. And I know how to draw hands, but I chose not to, and this is just a very loose drawing. And another thing I'm interested in are the shapes. So I don't know where, maybe it's in grass or something, but what's the red thing behind the hat? I didn't tell you exactly what the red thing was. So you can use your imagination. Maybe the blue is sky, I don't know. Or the purple behind there. It's just something I want to put behind the picture. I'll bet you when you first looked at it, you didn't even notice the hands were missing. The center of interest is the child's face and the hat. So that's really what you're looking at. You notice when you look at something and then think about what it is off to the edges and around what you're looking at. It's all blurry, so you don't really pay that much attention to it unless you're looking right at it.